Hello there. I'm the Thirsty Bookworm, and this might be a little different of a whiskey review than you're used to, or not. I don't know. I don't watch a lot of whiskey reviews. Anyways, I'm not an expert on anything. I'm not a professional blender. I'm not a sommelier. I'm not a bartender. My sense of smell is awful. My taste is that of a trash person, but my opinions are strong in my own. Today I'm going to blather on incoherently about Angel's Envy. The whiskey was made in Louisville, Kentucky by the Louisville Spirits Group, who is owned somewhere down the lines by Bacardi. So if you have a thing against giant corporations, you might want to skip this one. Angel's Envy was a bourbon that was finished in port barrels, which makes it some sort of subcategory of bourbon at best. But that isn't really true because bourbon can't be stored in anything other than new charred oak. So it's some sort of subcategory of whiskey in general, I suppose. Now, I've done no fact checking, but I would guess the name came from the fact that this is what's left over from the angel share during the aging process. So they're envious that they didn't get that part of the whiskey. Get it? Clever, huh? They say, whoever they are, that this stuff was aged up to 6 years in those new oak barrels before being stuffed into some French oak barrels that used to be the home of port. I actually heard that they're going to release a new version where they switch the port barrels out for starboard ones, but I've not been told on the release date yet, so don't hold your breath. Alright, on to color. I would call it amber, but not the amber that the mosquito was trapped in Jurassic Park. It's darker than that. It's nice and clear. There's no sediment floating around in there. Not even a bug harboring dinosaur DNA that I could use for nefarious purposes. The legs on it are decent. On my scale of Lieutenant Dan to Dr. Frankenfurter, I would give it a solid Jim Dangle from Reno 911. The nose. All right, so I get oak, but I'm not sure where it came from, geographically speaking. I also get corn and cherry. No, not cherry. Plum, maybe? I'll call it port. I don't know what port tastes like, so I'll just assume that this dark stone fruit smell is it. Also, I don't get any smoke or char, but I do smell some of that vanilla that is so common in bourbons that aren't technically bourbons. The bottle's a neat shape that you don't see every day. Has a cork instead of a twist top. For those of you at home who don't chew tobacco or eat your breakfast from the gas station, you might perceive this as a plus. The label's cool, I guess. The wings on the back are a bit much for me, but if you're still wearing Affliction t-shirts and rocking jeans with sequins, you might appreciate it. The information on it's straightforward, which is nice. The taste. Sweet, balance, and a short finish. For me, it's a little on the thin side. I get honey, typical barrel flavors of vanilla and oak, along with what might be port. I still don't know. I'm not highbrow or high society. My only foray into port is when it's mixed with a cheese-like substance and spread on a cracker. And I'm not getting any cheddar notes or Ritz cracker notes, so I'm at a loss with port. I give it 2 out of 5 Harry Dresden books that I own. But take note that the 2 remaining are hardcover, so that does count a little extra. Okay, my wife's nosing. She smells rubbing alcohol and smoke, but not smoke, and maple. She's a trooper. She hates alcohol, but she loves me, so here she is, trapped into helping me. The alcohol content is a respectable 86.60 proof, which is 43.3% alcohol by volume for those of you who think that math is icky. The mash bill is given as 72% corn, 18% rye, and 10% malted barley. And again, for those of you with a math aversion, this comes out to 100%, so everything's accounted for. Alright, so here's the breakdown. It's okay. I think I paid between $50 and $60 for this bottle, and I wouldn't say it was worth it to me. I would say this is an overhyped whiskey, but what do I know? Anyways, this has just been the whiskey talking.